Cleveland.
LeBron James tomorrow will announce which NBA team he will sign with for probably the next 4 or 5 years, which is the biggest thing happening in America right now, is the free agency of LeBron James.
I found him. Yeah, he's just picked up a tent. He's eating a granola bar. So we're playing table tennis at Dianne Foley's house.
Enjoying some other kind of exercise than just cycling. Feels very nice.
This is Dianne Foley.
Oh, don't do that. Don't I get to get like a makeup person to come in and do me? When I was driving home that night 2 months ago, when I listened to Tony's interview with Terry Gross, I was like, oh my God, he's like so focused out. And how could somebody who is dealing with such a dread disease, and I know the progression, how could you be so interested in everybody else and still be like in the present and going forward? When I listened to what Tony had to say about things that really mattered to him, it was not like about his disease. It was like his passions haven't changed. He's an historian, he's a professor.
Why would they?
He's a mentor. It could. Why would they? Because, I don't know, if that happened to me, I'd probably be like in a cocoon, you know? I mean, it's just tremendous courage, and I think that's probably who he is. Not just, I think because I can be someone like a spokesman for this illness. I think he was just who he is.
But you said that you were personally angry that there isn't a cure.
There's got to be a cure. I mean, there has to. What did you say?
I was putting it back to you when you told me earlier that you said you were angry that there wasn't a cure.
Because I think the resources go, I think it's really cynical, but I think the resources go to, well, how many people are afflicted by this disease? Well, they get all the money, cancer, heart disease, and so forth and so on. And I think that if you look at what happens is if you get advocates who start getting people aware, like Susan Komen in the U.S. on breast cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Do I really think that all that money would be involved with breast cancer if the Susan Komen group had not been out there? I don't think so. And I think ALS is one of those that it's not an orphan disease where, there's just like 1 in 10 million. There are enough that people who are afflicted by it that all it takes is just more awareness, more people to say, what a dreadful thing. Why can't we just put more money into this? I think anyone who's had a friend, a loved one, a relative who's had ALS, anybody who's lived through watching what they have to cope with cannot be moved to do something about it.
Text ALS to 27722.
I mean, how easy is that, right? The ALS
27722.
27722.
Right.
I can say that when I found out about what you guys were doing, I couldn't wait to send some money to you, and I just really, really wanted to do it. This is a huge country. If everybody just put a couple, just a small contribution, or a large, which I think is more appropriate, but I mean, we have tremendous resources here. We have tremendous disposable income. I mean, why aren't people doing that? Why aren't they doing that? It's just not a sacrifice.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think about how well that money is going to be put to use, it's just like, why wouldn't anybody do that? Why wouldn't you? And that's why I think like the $5 or the $10 that people can send, it's so easy.
Yeah, it's easy.
It's like a cappuccino, right?
Exactly.
So you don't do your cappuccino for 5 days, you send $25. It's like,
That's exactly.
It has to happen that way, and we are
That's what I
so
was saying.
vast. This country is so vast that there are so many people that can be doing that.
And to do that, you text ALS to 27722.
ALS 27722, and it's a text message that you need to do that. So simple.
SMS.
SMS. Very simple. Very, very simple.